The saguaro cactus, the giant of the Sonoran Desert, is one of the longest living cacti. These towering plants grow extremely slowly, often taking 10 years to reach just 2.5 centimeters in height. However, given the right conditions, a saguaro can grow over 12 meters tall and weigh several tons due to the massive amount of water it stores. Their iconic arms don't usually appear until they're about 70 to 100 years old, and in rare cases, some never develop arms at all. These desert giants play a crucial role in their ecosystem. During the rainy season, they absorb huge amounts of water, allowing them to survive prolonged droughts. Their white, night-blooming flowers provide nectar for bats, bees, and birds, while their bright red fruits feed animals like coyotes and doves. Despite their resilience, saguaros are threatened by habitat destruction and climate change, making conservation efforts essential to their survival. The peyote cactus is famous for its psychoactive properties, containing mescaline, a naturally occurring hallucinogen used for centuries in Native American spiritual ceremonies. Unlike many other cacti, peyote lacks spines and instead has a small, rounded, button-like structure. This slow-growing cactus takes up to 10 to 15 years to mature, and its deep taproot allows it to survive in harsh desert conditions. Despite its cultural significance, peyote is now endangered due to overharvesting and habitat loss. In the wild, populations have drastically declined, especially in parts of Texas and Mexico. Some Native American groups legally use peyote in religious ceremonies, but conservationists are working to protect wild populations and promote sustainable harvesting techniques. The cactus remains a subject of debate, as it is illegal in many countries due to its hallucinogenic properties. The Queen of the Night is a rare, breathtaking cactus that produces stunning white, fragrant flowers, but only once a year for a single night. This phenomenon makes it one of the most mysterious cacti in the world. Native to Central and South America, this epiphytic cactus grows on trees and rocks rather than in soil, relying on its aerial roots for stability. When it blooms, it releases an intense, sweet fragrance that attracts nocturnal pollinators like moths and bats. The prickly pear cactus is one of the most versatile cacti, producing both edible pads and sweet, colorful fruits. This hardy plant thrives in arid regions, using its thick pads to store water and its spines to deter herbivores. Unlike many other cacti, its spines grow in small clusters called glochids, which can easily stick to skin and clothes, making them difficult to remove. Prickly pear fruits range in color from green to deep red and purple, depending on the species. They are rich in antioxidants, vitamin C, and fiber, making them a valuable food source in desert communities. Some studies suggest that prickly pear may help lower blood sugar levels and reduce inflammation, contributing to its popularity in traditional medicine. Beyond food, the plant is also used to produce natural dyes, biofuel, and even skincare products. The jumping chala has a reputation for being one of the most painful and aggressive cacti in the desert. Its segmented joints break off at the slightest touch, latching onto anything that comes close, including animals and unsuspecting humans. The spines have microscopic barbs, making them difficult and painful to remove. This unique adaptation helps the cactus spread, as pieces that attach to animals often drop off elsewhere and grow into new plants. Despite its painful reputation, the jumping chala has a fascinating survival strategy. It primarily reproduces by detaching its segments, allowing it to colonize large areas quickly. These cacti thrive in the Sonoran Desert, where their spines reflect sunlight, giving them an almost glowing appearance in the right lighting. Though they might seem hostile, they provide shelter and food for desert wildlife, including birds and insects. The barrel cactus is often considered a survival plant because it stores large amounts of water in its thick, ribbed body. Some species can grow up to 3 meters tall, and their accordion-like structure allows them to expand as they absorb rainwater. In extreme desert conditions, this cactus can retain water for months, helping it withstand prolonged droughts. While myths claim that people can drink its water in an emergency, the liquid inside is actually alkaline and slightly toxic, which can cause nausea if consumed in large amounts. Instead, indigenous groups traditionally used the plant's pulp as a last resort moisture source by chewing it carefully. The barrel cactus also produces bright yellow or orange flowers at the top, attracting pollinators and adding a splash of color to the desert landscape. The fishhook cactus is named after its distinctive curved spines, which look like tiny fishing hooks. These hooked spines help protect the plant from predators and provide some shade, reducing water loss. Found throughout North and Central America, this small, round cactus can survive in extreme conditions by going dormant during droughts. One of the most interesting aspects of the fishhook cactus is its ability to self-fertilize in isolated environments. Even without cross-pollination, it can produce small, bright red fruit that is edible and rich in nutrients. These fruits have been traditionally used as a food source by indigenous peoples, adding to the plant's survival significance in harsh landscapes. The moon cactus is one of the most popular cacti in cultivation, known for its bright red, yellow, or pink tops. These vibrant colors result from a mutation that prevents the cactus from producing chlorophyll, which is why it must be grafted onto a green cactus to survive. Because the top portion lacks chlorophyll, it relies entirely on the base cactus for nutrients. Despite its delicate nature, moon cacti are widely grown as ornamental plants and have become a favorite among houseplant enthusiasts. Their unique look and easy care make them one of the most recognizable cacti in the world. The old man cactus is one of the most distinctive-looking cacti due to its thick covering of long, white, hair-like spines. This woolly appearance serves multiple purposes. It helps reflect harsh sunlight, reducing water loss, and provides insulation against cold desert nights. Native to Mexico, this slow-growing cactus can reach up to 6 meters in height, though it may take several decades to grow that tall. Despite its aged appearance, the hair isn't soft, it hides sharp, rigid spines underneath. The old man cactus is popular in cultivation, often grown as a potted plant, though in the wild, it is endangered due to habitat destruction. Interestingly, as it matures, the plant eventually produces large, reddish-pink flowers, though these only appear on very old specimens. The living rock cactus is a true master of desert camouflage, resembling a rough, grayish rock rather than a typical green cactus. This clever disguise helps it avoid being eaten by herbivores, as it blends perfectly into its rocky surroundings in Texas and northern Mexico. Unlike most cacti, it lacks traditional spines, relying on its thick, bumpy surface for protection. This cactus grows extremely slowly, often taking several years to grow just a few centimeters. However, when it does bloom, it produces stunning bright pink or purple flowers, which contrast beautifully against its rugged body. Due to its slow growth and high demand in the cactus trade, it is now critically endangered in the wild, leading to conservation efforts to protect its populations. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.